A phoenix was unfortunately captured. Afanti planned to offer it to the king for a reward. The phoenix begged Afanti to let it go. It shed burning hot tears. That sorrowful look instantly touched the soft-hearted Afanti. Afanti removed the heavy iron net and set the phoenix free. The freed phoenix gave Afanti a long, grateful look, full of appreciation. It spread its wings and soared into the sky to repay the life-saving favor. The phoenix left behind a magical feather. This feather could protect Afanti from harm in the most critical moments. Afanti returned empty-handed. The king flew into a rage and threw him into prison. Afanti tried to use the phoenix feather as proof of everything he said, but the feather remained dim and lifeless. The crowd burst into laughter. The king believed Afanti was mocking him and ordered his immediate execution. Just as the executioner raised the axe, the feather suddenly burst into flames. Everyone looked up in terror. The phoenix sensed the danger and arrived instantly. It circled above the town. Blazing light engulfed everything. Everyone finally believed Afanti was telling the truth. They called him a hero under public pressure. The king rewarded Afanti in front of everyone, but deep inside the king was filled with hatred. The king soon came up with an even crueler plan. He ordered Afanti to go to the snowy mountain peak to awaken the ice princess and bring her back as his queen. The king was certain this journey was extremely dangerous. Afanti would surely not survive. Luckily, Afanti had a magical winged donkey to help him. They quickly reached the snowy mountain peak, but the thick ice gate blocked Afanti from entering. Just when he was at a loss, the feather burst into flames again. It dove straight into the ice gate and quickly melted the entire door into water. The rushing water poured down the cliff. The little donkey was swept away, frozen into an ice block stuck at the cliff edge. Afanti carefully walked into the ice palace and finally saw the sleeping ice princess. The feather flashed gently and woke the princess from her long slumber. When the princess learned she was to marry an old king, she immediately refused in anger. She would rather lose her life than go back. She grabbed Afanti and jumped off the cliff. At the critical moment, the little donkey flapped its wings and flew up, successfully saving both of them. Afanti brought the princess back to the palace, but the princess refused the wedding, claiming she needed the ocean heart ring. The king learned the ring was swallowed by a giant whale. He immediately summoned Afanti again. The task of finding the ring fell on his shoulders once more. Afanti rode the little donkey across the sea. Along the way, they were knocked down by a flock of seagulls. The little donkey quickly pulled him out of the water, but then they spotted a massive whale ahead. The whale was locked to the surface by thick iron chains. It had been trapped for years. An island had even grown on its back. Seeing Afanti, tears streamed from the whale's eyes. Afanti immediately understood. It was asking for help. The kind-hearted man decided to step in. He rode the little donkey into the whale's nostril. The donkey used its wing feathers to tickle wildly. The whale became unbearably itchy. Its inner power fully exploded. A massive sneeze blasted out. The thick chains snapped instantly. The whale finally regained its freedom and returned to the depths of the ocean to repay Afanti. It sent a crab to deliver a pure gold diamond ring. It was the ocean heart, but Afanti hesitated because he had already fallen deeply in love with the ice princess. If he gave the ring to the king, the princess would have no excuse to refuse the wedding. He decided to risk everything to protect the one he loved. Late at night, Afanti planned to run away with the princess. This scene was spotted by a treacherous minister in the distance, and before they could get far, they were captured by soldiers. The king rushed over. He grabbed a weapon and aimed out the window. He spotted the little donkey and fired directly. The donkey was hit multiple times. It fell from the sky, badly wounded and unable to move. To save Afanti, the princess was forced to reveal her secret of immortality. The king was doubtful. The minister immediately offered a wicked scheme. The next day, 3 huge pots were set up in front of the palace. The first was boiling hot water. The second was freezing cold water. The third was poisonous milk. The king claimed that passing through all 3 pots would grant eternal life, but the cunning king pushed Afanti in first. The princess thought fast. She quickly took off her ring and threw it into the boiling pot. Afanti safely passed the first test. Then he fell into the freezing water and was instantly frozen solid. The phoenix feather rushed into the pot just in time and melted him free. Finally, he fell into the poisonous milk pot. The princess was helpless. Everyone thought Afanti was done for and started to leave, but a dazzling white light streaked across the sky. A glowing dandelion fell straight into the poisonous pot in the blink of an eye. Afanti rose from the flames, reborn, miraculously standing up. It turned out the badly wounded little donkey had used all its strength to reach the end of the world. It brought back the only life and rebirth flower in existence and saved its master just in time. The king grew envious and jumped into the 3 pots himself, but he was trapped in a giant bubble and floated into the depths of space, never to be seen again. Everyone was completely won over by Afanti's courage and wisdom. Afanti became the new king. He finally lived happily ever after with his beloved ice princess. Now, if you had to choose between the little donkey, the phoenix, and the ice princess, who would you pick?